How's it going, guys? I'm Josh, and this is Garbage Garage. This is my 280Z behind me, and I've owned it for a couple years now. I actually bought it in college, and right now it can't be driven. And so we're working on welding, we're working on fixing it up, and I want to get this thing back on the road. So I'm shooting a show about just pretty much restoring it and getting it back on the road. I think this is the original color, or it might have been more of a like red amberish color when it was first produced. The reason I wanted this sports car, I really do like the styling. I think it's a really good mesh of 70s styling along with a Japanese import, which keeps it a little more reliable, a little bit more efficient, a little better on gas. Another thing that I like about it is that it was the first kind of mass-produced Japanese sports car, and it's really fun to drive. So those are kind of the things that made it really appealing to me. The nice thing about the 280Z is that it's still relatively cheap. If you want a collector's vehicle, obviously you're going to get a 240Z, one of the earlier years. But this one, I can mess it up. I can put Plastidip, yeah, I did that, on the tail lights and not feel too bad about it. Honestly, that was an upgrade because the fake chrome was peeling off. So, but still not that great. It's still Plastidip. Okay, so here's what needs to be fixed just to get it on the road. Right now, we found a lot of rust under the battery tray, and we're finishing up that section, kind of getting all the metal fit in, and then getting the battery tray welded back on. Me and my dad literally drove this car until the frame rails fell off. We knew they were rusted, but they literally just came off, and that's definitely not safe to drive. So before the car split in half, we brought it in here, and that's where it's been sitting for the last 6 months. After the frame rails, there's a sway bar linkage that needs to be re-welded. That really needs to be taken care of as far as just handling and everything. Needs to be taken care of before we get it back on the road. The engine needs kind of a major tune-up. We need to check the timing chain, and the exhaust needs to be rebuilt. So that's just what it needs, just to get it on the road again, just so I can drive it again, which is really what I want to do. But there's loads of other things. I kind of like to look at it as like selective rust management. There's so much rust on this car that it's really tough to get rid of all of it. It would take a professional to complete this stuff a lot faster. I, on the other hand, am still learning to weld, and it takes a lot more time for me to complete each section of the car. You can see it in the welds that I'm still learning and I'm still kind of progressing, but that's part of the project, is learning a new skill and also completing a car I really want to drive. So pretty much I just want to get this car functional. I want it to look pretty good. I don't want it to look showroom ready or anything. I want to be able to drive it around most days. So yeah, so that's pretty much what I have, and pretty much in the shots you'll see kind of what work needs to be done and how far we have to go to really get this to a reliable, safe driving car, and that's what's most important. So.